a mother of 4 daughters, my life has been filled with years of blood-curdling screams. Mom! She hit me! She took my shirt, or whatever. It sounded like somebody was about to die regularly in our home, as my kids' whiny voices echoed up through the house and made me crazy so many times. But no, not to worry. It was just another fight between the kids. They'd call each other names, they'd borrow their stuff, and things would escalate rapidly. They'd hurt each other with words and actions, and eventually there was usually some kind of retaliation that had been exchanged, and it was so often really impossible to know who did what or where things started and how to really proceed. So I just want to encourage you parents out there, if things are intense, hang in. It won't be like this forever. And growing up is hard to do. And it doesn't last forever in the parenting realm. But the Bible does challenge us in Ephesians to be completely humble and gentle, to be patient, bearing with one another in love. That's Ephesians 4:2. So here's a new tactic. I mean, why not try something different, really? There just has to be change sometimes. There has to be something that you try that's different so that everybody's going to live and so that they learn and they grow up healthy. So in your house, what are the consequences for your kids when they don't get along? And I'm going to encourage you to try this. Grab a box or container. You can call it whatever you want. I would say you can call it a battle box if you really want. It depends if you have a son or sons and daughters. Or maybe it's a battle box, a bicker bucket, a better bin. You know, things get better. But decorate it and put some folded slips of paper in it with some extra chores or tasks, all with the leaning or the slant toward kindness. Things like organize your sister's shoes. Make up a song about how you love your sister or your brother and then perform it. You know how much kids love to sing and dance. Maybe it's about folding your sister's laundry and putting it away in the correct area, or writing out an acrostic poem where the letters are qualities that you love about your sister. Or maybe you choose to do one of the chores that are written on your sister's list. And best of all, if you complain or start fighting again, you get to take a second slip of paper out of the bucket and try again. The funny thing is that it won't just shift the focus away from petty sibling infighting. It'll also cultivate gratitude. Your kids will genuinely get excited and thankful to have their siblings perform a chore or write something kind to them. Kindness towards others blesses both the giver and the receiver. So talk about kindness as you eat together, as you talk and do life. Think of ways that you can be kind to each other. You could talk about a time when something happened where somebody wasn't kind, and you can talk about how that made you feel. You can talk about whether or not you've forgiven that person or how a person hurt you. Or you can think of a time when you were unkind, perhaps even to a sibling or a family member. And you can ask, have I apologized for being unkind? How can you work to restore your relationships and resolve those conflicts in the future? So work on cultivating kindness in your home. In the Bible, it says, be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as Christ forgives you. Ephesians 4:32. So maybe have everybody in your family think of ways they can be kind and how they can implement it. Brainstorm. Maybe it's just, helping a sibling clean up their room or taking care of the pet without being asked to. But really, let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart. That's a Proverb 3:3, wise things from wise people. So just want to encourage you to think about kindness and encourage each other. And as parents, I pray that you would have courage to parent well, to love well, and that God would help you because it can really be a challenging journey. I can say that from having survived parenting and really loving my young adult children who are really outstanding and amazing individuals. And God, we pray that you would help us. Help us today, even when things aren't necessarily what we hope for, but use our lives to help others and help us to be kind.